My bad, people. It ain't work out like I wanted to work out. So I had to come do my dizzle on stream, y'all. Same thing applies, though. Same thing applies. Come on in the building so I can let them know what it is. Rada Mez. I know I'm gonna hear a lot of that. So this is why you dig. I'm about to do what I'm about to do. DBN salute. Asia salute. You already pardon for the other joint, little miscommunication, you know what I mean? But I was once told by my old earth, you can't kill nothing that's already dead. You dig? Well, I am gonna say one thing though, maybe two or three things. You know what I mean? Then we gonna go dark on them. For one, I don't care about you wanting an apology. I don't care about you feeling some kind of way. And three, get out your feelings. Rich King salute. You sounding like a whole female on this app. So what I'm gonna do is, whatever this show gross, we gonna donate this to Latin Pain. Maybe I can help him get out of Texas. I don't know. Maybe I can help him get out of Texas. You understand? That's all I could do for him. You dig? He's miserable, Rodamez. So, I can't go back and forth with a person that's miserable. He's ill. He going through his own little demons. My life is good over here. Vic, salute. Oh, that's a fact. So this one here, I'm going to dedicate this show to my guys of Latin Pain. Now, it ain't no beef, Ron Harvey. Nah, we ain't beefing at all. But DBN, don't blame yourself, DBN. You can't blame yourself. These are the things that happens when dudes fight demons within. I don't know if y'all be listening to me, but I told y'all, the worst person to deal with, and he said it out his own mouth, it's a broke person. You ain't gonna be able to win that war with a broke person. You understand? You ain't gonna be able to win that war, people. It's just that simple. So you let him crash out. I just had to come up here, show face. I acknowledge what's going on, people. I see it. It's not about nothing. So we gonna dedicate this live to Latin Pain. He hurt. I dig it. He wanted an apology. I dig it. Apologize for what? For what? Ain't nobody do nothing wrong. You did your thizzle. I'm doing my thizzle. I mean, it ain't really nothing to talk about. Ain't nothing to talk about. It definitely ain't nothing to talk about. So I'm going to try something today that I ain't really never think or thought about doing. You kill people like Latin Pain with silence. That's it. So with that being said, man, I know y'all expecting me to come wow them up. I'm not gonna do all that. I appreciate the pull up. Appreciate the people supporting the support. Cam Stone, salute. Yeah, we could talk about that on another occasion, Cam. That's a fact. G Mac, you already salute. But with this one, people, old head salute, salute, old head salute. But this one, people, I'm about to just do what the old earth thought I should do. You dig? So I'm about to go silent on this dude. Because we ain't talking about nothing at all. So I'm not going to do the back, because I push that. I'm not going to do a back and forth for the nigga that I claimed that was my guy. Still my Gaza. I just know he going through something mentally. You know what I mean? Sit him in a corner, let him get some time out to get his mind right. That's the only way. Because you ain't going to win with it like that. Nah, you just ain't good. It just not going to happen. You understand? So I'm going to waste some footage. The old earth said, son, the best reply is a no reply. So with that being said, people, again, man, I appreciate y'all for pulling up. Oh, I'm still rolling, though. It's still going to be rolling. It's just going to be dark. So on that note, it's your boy 050 Bucks, a.k.a. Mr. Shoot Right Back. Wow. If y'all want, stay tuned, but it's getting dark. I'm back. Salute, salute, salute. There y'all go. Y'all got an hour worth of content, people. Gave y'all a whole hour worth. You understand me? A whole hour worth. You dig? So what up? What up? What we doing? See, everybody came in the building and bounced. Radames, DBN, Yo Yak was Papino. El Plaga was Papino. Broski was good. Keep killing them. Keep knocking it out the ballpark. Keep knocking that thing out the ballpark. That's a fizzle. Benito, salute. 22 Rowan, old head, what up? What's good? What's good? What we doing? What we doing? What we doing? Yeah, just gotta get dark on it, man. You know what I mean? You know, man, I ain't doing no back and forth. I ain't even gonna lie, I can't even see that joint. My joints is crazy. But that's how you do it though, people. That's just an example, you know. I I took the whole word for it, you know, and it is what it is. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna do, or how should I say, I'm not gonna go against everything people, you know, that I say that I'm against. Well, how can I might have confused y'all. I'm not gonna do the things that I say that I'm against. That's just not what I do. You know what I mean? Tamir, salute. Or Tammy, I'm sorry, Tammy, salute. Yeah, I'm blind, Tammy, screaming. I got 6 eyes working right now. My joint is in a blur. That's a fact. It's in a blur. But that's where it's at. You know what I mean? To give a little breakdown of what's going on, it's not that serious. You know what I'm saying? For me anyway. You know what I mean? I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. It just ain't gonna stop. You dig? So, you do the honorable thing and people still get it twisted. You know what I mean? Honorable thing. Fall back, do what you do. I keep doing what I do. You know, and you still my Gaza, my dude. You know what I mean? You still my Gaza pain. I just know you going through something. So I ain't gonna feed into it. You dig what I mean? So, if anybody understand, you already know I understand. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna be like these other, you know what I mean? I don't do that. I don't give it up like that. So they say no, you know, two men can exchange words and have an art. You know what I mean? I ain't keeping nothing going. It is what it is. It's not a problem. Still my Gaza. You know what I mean? You ain't blocked from my chat. You still got a wrench, I think. If I'm not mistaken, it's only three of y'all. You the sis in Asia. You dig? So you know, there's normal. You know, keep doing what I'm doing, keep standing on law, and keep knocking out the ballpark. Ain't nothing gonna change with me. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing gonna change with me at all. It is what it is, though. That's how you got that. That's how I look at that. It is what it is. You know what I mean? And cause I watched the joint. You know what I mean? Payne, I'm talking to you, nigga. I watched it. You know what I mean? That was cute. That was cute. You dig? A lot of anger. You're emotionally damaged. I understand. That was cute. That was cute. But there's no apologies needed. It's not a situation. I mean, that's just that. It's not a situation, my Gaza. Now, if you felt some kind of way, that ain't on me. Because you felt some kind of way, that ain't on me. Nigga, I feel some kind of way every day, nigga. Every day I feel some kind of way. And not near soul out there care about how I feel. You understand? So keep winning. Keep doing your thing. And that's just what it is. Did you say El Plaga? He blocked you, El Plaga? You see what I'm saying? It'd be stuff like that where you just be out of linea, man. You know what I mean? But you know, I give a guy space. I'm not gonna be up here, people. That's one thing about me, man. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna go from that was my guy to me up here shooting at him. I'm not gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? I gotta stand. I stand on law. I don't give it up like that. So it is what it is. Word, but you know, that's what that was. I said I didn't want to do an hour and a half, an hour, you know, an hour in the dark, you know what I mean? Dedicate the darkness to my man Lampane. And I'm looking for the time. I'm bugging. Oh yeah, another 15 minutes. And I said give it 1:30. This an hour. It's an hour of darkness, people. You know, silence will do the work for you. I ain't gotta do that, man. You know what I mean? All I gotta do is have an understanding. You dig? That's it. That's all I gotta do is have an understanding. Do knowledge to the cipher to bring forth those, you know, the knowledgeable credentials. You dig? But yeah, let me light a germ up. We got another 15 minutes. So we gonna rock out. You know what I mean? We gonna rock out. Wait a minute, hold on. Let me get a quick minute of that. You understand? Get a quick minute of that. You understand? Let me definitely get a quick minute of that. And yeah, we can't forget. Oh no, we ain't gonna forget.
Supply to beats.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Damn, son. Tell him why you mad, son. Tell him why you mad, son. Tell him why you mad. Damn, son. Tell him why you mad, son. Tell him why you mad, son. You big mad, son. Tell him why you mad. Tell him why you mad. And there we have it, people. I hope y'all go like, share, subscribe. Grown Man Thoughts, salute. Harlem Romeo, salute. Appreciate the pull up. Appreciate the pull up. You know what I mean? That's a whole fact. Y'all gotta, now, hit that like button. Like, share, subscribe. I hope I gave y'all a valuable, tool to use, moving forward in your life. It's not YouTube. Every response could be a good one or a bad one. You just be okay with either one you choose. Me personally, I choose to go silent. The moral of this content is sometimes my mom's always said, if you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. Go silent. See what the title say. Go dark on them. I did that for a whole hour. So, if that was your comeback pain, that's what you wanted, there you go, man. You got a whole hour. Me just going dark on you. You know what I mean? You already know, man. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep winning. You understand me? I'm gonna see you at the top, man. That's how that's how you solve that that mathematical question. I'm just see you at the top, man. You know what I'm saying? No malice. I ain't mad at you, but clearly I know you woke up mad at me. But it's all good, you know. It's all good. I ain't gonna say I understand, but it's all good. You know what I'm saying? So y'all ready, man? Like I told y'all, man, the first 10 people, man, become a member. You understand? You get a free SOL hat or a free SOL shirt. You know what I mean? The first 10 members. Word. The first 10 members, man. You know what I mean? Freedom is a must. Salute. That's a fact. 22 Roman. Oh, hey, you right. Radamaz. Dirty rat. Ain't going. Well, I mean, you leave that on them. You know what I mean? I can't call, then I'll be a hypocrite. You know what I mean? I'm not up here to hate. You know what I mean? I want to see everybody win, even you, Radamaz. I want you to win too, my Gaza. That's a fact. Everybody has the opportunity to win, people. It's all about how you want to carry it out. That's just that. You know what I mean? It's just how you got to carry it out. You understand? You got to stand on law, you know what I mean? But that's what that is, people. You know what I mean? You got to stand for something, man. You know what I mean? And 050 Bucks, aka Mr. Shoot Right Back, I stand on something, man. And the things that I stand on, I ain't gonna never get that away for nothing, man. You know what I mean? Not for nothing. You know what I mean? So, I am who I am in real life on these streets, people. In real life. And I'm always there. Wherever in the Bronx, I could be there. You understand me? So, a lesson, you know what I mean? Sometimes it is, especially when it ain't a problem. Let me say that, because if you got a problem, then you got to handle it the best way you know how. For me, it's no problemos. You understand? I'm continue to have fun with it. You know what I mean? That was fun right there. You know what I mean? That right there was, one time, you know what I mean? Sat back and I said, you know what? That's what I'm gonna do, man. Dedicate a whole hour, man. Silent. In the dark, people, silent. You know what I mean? That's how you do that. Yeah, I mean, he could keep ranting. I mean, that's on him. You know what I mean? But what you ain't gonna say is, yo, 050 Bucks said this about Pain. Yo, 050 Bucks said this about you ain't gonna do that. You know what I mean? I ain't even with that. China Brim 050 is in the building. Salute to you, my Gaza. Yes, sir. Salute to you. Yeah, you know what I mean? If y'all haven't, go check out that Brimland. You know what I mean? That's the other channel, you know what I mean, for China Brim. You know what I'm saying? 050 the movement, y'all already know. Salute to them. Wasn't for them will be no 050 Bucks. You dig? Shout out to my man Harlem Legend, my man Platinum Shine, aka the Machine. You understand me? You already know though. Well, that's how you do that though, people, man. You know what I'm saying? So we have a better day tomorrow, man. You know what I mean? Hope you have a better day tomorrow. Hope you wake up happy at breakfast. You know what I'm saying? And continue to, live life, man. You know what I mean? Because, 050 Bucks is to shoot right back. I'm going to live life. That's the whole fact. You know what I mean? I got to take this thing up, man. You know what I mean? I ain't forcing no downward action. No Roski. That's a whole fact. Definitely ain't doing that. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, that's what I did, man. You know what I mean? So, I dedicated an hour of darkness, and that's just what it is. You understand what I'm saying? That's just, again, if people, take that alley oop and run with it, it'll save you. You know what I mean? Screaming, if you be coming up here screaming, having to explain, you shut all that down. to shut it down. You know, so there you go. Y'all got a whole hour worth of content. Go do what y'all do with it. You dig? But you know, at the end of the day, I walked away feeling alright about the situation. I ain't say nothing about me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't say nothing about me. You know what I mean? That's a fact. That's the avenue guys willing to take. And, you know, it be what it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, everybody also have a right to, to how they feel too. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got a right to that, man. You know, don't waste your time trying to, you know what I mean, argue someone who just feels some kind of way about you. That's a losing war. You ain't ever gonna win that. And they gonna feel the way they gonna feel regardless. I don't care if they say, you know what, yo, I love you to death. In all reality, man, they hate your guts. You know what I'm saying? So, then on one other note, I wanted to say, you know, you only apologize people when you did something wrong, man. You know what I'm saying? You only, when you did something wrong, that's when you apologize, man. You understand? It's the only time you should be apologizing. It's when you did something wrong. You did? You shouldn't be apologizing for nothing that you ain't do wrong. Oh, you said what happened? I'm ain't nothing really happened. Your boy Lad Payne do what Lad Payne do, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what happened, man. You know, he do what Lad Payne do, you know. Other than that, you know what I mean? It's quiet, you know. He woke up angry today, so I guess he mad at me, so Yeah, yeah. I mean, maybe once upon, you know, I'm gonna be able to do the same thing, man. You know what I mean? That'll be the blessing for me, man. You know what I mean? Get the where y'all guys at, and I could get ahead and fall back like a gymnast. You dig? That's a fact. And stay away from the sector and get it and explore, you know, to other things. You know what I mean? But the best part about it is when you know you know. That's the best part about it is knowing. You know, and it's just sad for those who don't know. You know what I mean? For those who don't know, it's just sad. You know what I mean? And you got to save some part of you. You know what I mean? You just got to just save it. You know what I'm saying? You got to just save it. Hold on, let me get in. Just got to just save it, people. You know what I mean? And let it be what it's gonna be. You know what I mean? That's all that is. Just how that go. You know what I mean? That's how that go. It ain't, it ain't nothing, where you get amazed and shocked about. And only if it's a problem. You know what I mean? It's no problem here. You know, it's called you give people space and let them do what they do. You know, if you felt you wanted to wake up and shoot at me, hey, keep shooting at me, man. You know what I'm saying? Shit, keep shooting at me. Word, keep shooting. I I even lend you some bullets, nigga. I lend you some bullets, nigga. That's a whole fact. I lend you some bullets. You know what I mean? But I had some fun, man. Just to see, you know, you be so used to. I know me. So used to shooting right back. You know what I mean? I say it out my own mouth all the time. All content ain't good content. You know what I mean? Just not. All content ain't good content. You dig? So, I had to stand on what I preach. You know what I mean? I stand on something over here, man. Yeah, you ain't gonna, catch a nigga, catch a nigga out there, you understand, doing some wacky waggly ish. Nah, that ain't what I'm gonna do. That ain't what I'm about, man. Word, that ain't what I'm about. What's Papino?
What's good? What up? What up with the
You
content?
already? How you, big?
I don't know, man. Regular
Sound like
shit,
you late.
regular.
Sound like you laid back in the Maybach.
Yeah, you already know. I'm laid up, just chilling,
That's a fact.
chilling,
That's a fact. As you
watching,
should.
tapping into certain platforms. I got a little
Yeah,
time.
yeah, that's a fact. Yeah, I had to go dark on them. You know what I mean? A response is not always a good response, man. You ain't got nothing nice to say about a nigga. I just shut up. You did go dark on him. Went dark on him for about an hour. You know what I
I'm
mean?
not surprised.
Yeah, this went dark. Yeah, man. I'm here a lot.
I'm not.
I'm here a lot of
You
that.
think
That's
I'm
still,
surprised? I'm
nah.
not
I know
like.
you not. You know what I mean? That's still my guys though. But it is. You know what I mean?
Yo, this shit is like a recycling. Yo, YouTube is like recycling. Like, but so after a while, I be thinking like, y'all niggas don't be tired of it. Like, y'all
Yeah.
niggas is crazy.
That's a fact. And you know what's crazy? The crazy part is when you could call it from afar. You know what I mean? When a nigga could call it, that's the crazy part. You know what I mean?
Uh,
Nigga just
uh,
call your own play. Like, yeah,
yeah, there you go. That's what I was waiting for.
yeah, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, nigga. You know what I mean?
No,
Nigga ahead
yeah,
ahead of your thought process.
that's right, man. That
Word.
niggas,
What
yeah, I ain't gonna front. That should be funny as hell. I be looking at niggas together. That's why I'm gonna be honest. I just stopped even watching niggas. Stop paying certain niggas I tap into
uh,
here and there, but this shit became to like a recycling. Like everybody recycle everybody over here, and it been going on for a minute. So that's just like when I see it's so sad when I see niggas do tag up with each other. I look at it and I say let me just see how long this gonna take. And it always, you know what I'm saying? It always come on you like it's
this,
so
hey yo,
sad.
but just what you even saying that. Let me see how long this gonna take. Like you already know that shit gonna go
Niggas
bad.
already be knowing. Niggas already be knowing. And I be like, yo, this shit is serious. Y'all niggas is crazy, man. The thing is, man, I say I don't know y'all situation. I don't want to know. I don't. To be honest, I don't even be tapped into shit like that to even know what the fuck's going on or whatever. So when you would say, I'm like, who the fuck is he? Oh, him? Oh yeah, I knew that was gonna happen.
Yeah, see, but
So,
they want response. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna,
but the thing is, sometimes you gotta be, you know what I'm saying, and when you dealing with him, you know what I'm saying. I don't got no issues with Lad Payne. I don't. Sometimes you can't be giving niggas your time. Like
yeah,
niggas
you,
will
you
fuck
hit it
your
right on the nose. You hit it right on the nose, homie. You hit it right on the nose, and that was what I
nah,
did
but y'all
today.
still do it. Y'all niggas
You
still
ain't nah. You don't see me, yo, homie.
listen. He
Listen
don't
at
be
me.
posted. Listen, you supposed to have just went the content, homie.
Nah, see, but let me tell you. Let me tell you what I
That's
did.
how y'all niggas be fucking y'all platform. That's the and that's the thing me and Harlem be trying to tell y'all niggas. That's why Harlem be like, son, leave these niggas alone because they don't get it, homie.
You
A
see, but that's
nigga,
what I
if
did though.
somebody could beef with me, let's just say if me and Harlem break up or whatever, shit go crazy. And Harlem wild me up. I'm not gonna wow him up. I'm not gonna pay him no mind. Somebody gotta be the bigger person. I'm just gonna keep going to content. If I really say I fuck with Harlem and that's my man and he going through something, I'm not gonna make his situation worse than what it is. That means he's going through something. He need the help. You know what I'm saying? If I love that nigga so much, I'm not gonna bring that shit to the tube. You know
That's
what
a
I'm
fact.
saying? And that's the thing. What I see on this YouTube shit. That's why we just pushed a lot of niggas away from us because niggas is more YouTubed out than reality. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't perfect. You gotta realize some niggas do have issues. Some niggas is broke, jobs. Only thing they got is YouTube. You know what I'm saying? And this is where they let all their frustration out. So you can't get mad at a nigga for being him. You know what I'm saying? If a nigga could come up on YouTube and be himself as a bug out with no situation going, I don't want you around me. You ain't productive. You ain't nothing. You just what you are, and I'm gonna respect that, and I'm gonna keep on going. But it's to the point where people know who really is is YouTubed out, who really fucked up, and who really got a lot life outside YouTube. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. That's why I
But
ain't come up here. That's why I ain't
yeah,
shoot at
but
him.
like I tell you, it ain't the point of shooting at them. It's the point that you bringing it up.
Nah,
You
I
letting
ain't
it,
even bring it up.
you
If
letting it
you ain't
live.
check you ain't check my live. My whole hour, of my live.
I'm talking
I,
about before that. I'm up here. I thought you went off. I was watching
nah, I
before that.
stayed black. No, I stayed black. I said, you know what? I ain't entertaining none of it. It ain't nothing because it is
But
not
you
a
got to
problem
think
with me.
about it. It's still entertaining.
Oh, I hope they
It's
was entertained.
it's still entertaining. You still throwing fire on it. That's what I don't get.
Well,
Like
I
some
ain't say
shit.
nothing. The screen was black. That shit was black for a whole hour. I was nowhere near none of that. I just left that shit
All right,
going.
listen. This content right now, everybody know who you talking about.
But now, well, I mean,
All
just
right,
you.
but listen, you got to deal with reality, homie. It's content on somebody. It doesn't matter if you saying, "Oh yeah, I'm leaving it black." They know who you. It's called indirect content. It's throwing fuel on a fire, which you just could have came on because people was looking for your response and you giving them what they want.
Yeah. Oh, but I gotta do that. I
No, you
gotta do that.
don't.
I'm getting paid for this. I gotta do that, homie.
But
I'm
but
definitely gonna
listen,
do that.
but listen, but listen. You see this where the growth come from. You doing it to the wrong people.
I got you.
What you
I got you.
you got to do that to who to gain what? What is you gaining? You
I
got the
got you.
same people in your chat. You got the same people in your chat who's gonna hear him rebuttal. Ain't
That's
nobody new coming in this chat right now because it is nobody with a bigger platform than you.
that's a whole fact.
So what you doing? It's a waste of time. You
Make a
backpedaling.
point. You make a point. You make a point, nigga.
You know what I mean? Niggas, matter of fact, I just barked on the nigga. Nigga sent this, yo, such and such said this about you. I said, nigga, you ever in your life send me something in my DM? Get the fuck, now I'm blocking your dumb ass. No, niggas don't send me nobody shit who's talking about me or on my, I, I don't even be knowing niggas be talking about me. And if you is talking about me, and if I do find out, I'm a, I'm you ain't getting my attention. Now, if you 100K, I'm gonna blow your head off. But I'm not talking about a nigga that's under 50 right now. It don't make sense. That's what I'm telling you.
You gotta. I mean, I understand that. I definitely understand it. Shit, I always was on that. What I mean? Go at somebody that got, that got a better
But you
situation than me.
fucking your platform up because you backpedaling. That's what me and Harlem been trying to tell you niggas. You can't. If I'm shooting at Hassan or one of these other niggas, and then I go back to shooting at, let's say, Roski, you just a dumb motherfucker. It don't make sense.
Yeah.
YouTube is accustomed of seeing you making followers, not decreasing your followers. Then they gonna stop pushing you in the algorithm because they like you're moving backwards.
Yeah, that's a fact. 'Cause I'm definitely moving slow. I'm slow. I didn't drop five. I'm barely getting to 500 views in the building.
Look who you talking about. Look at the people you're holding content about, man. You was doing good for the what couple of days with 10 toes, blowing his head. Keep on.
Yeah,
And you don't even have to nowadays, once you get creative, you don't have to shoot on niggas. Just state your opinion. See how someone do something that you don't, state your opinion. See 050 do something, state your opinion. Ain't nothing wrong with stating your opinions. You know what I'm saying? But it's how you state. That's what fucked this side up. They don't know how to state your opinion and make it look good. Where niggas be like, yeah, that was a good one. You got your little numbers, that was a good one. You know what I'm saying? That's how you gotta do it. These niggas, come on, you gotta leave. I don't know. I've been telling you niggas that forever, man, and niggas still gonna do the same shit over and over and over.
that's a fact. I mean, you definitely, wouldn't put me onto it. You know what I mean? But you're definitely right. You understand? As just the move I made, I thought that was a dope move. You know what I mean? Let me get ahead and leave the screen black. You know what I mean? Ain't no comeback. I'm not doing no slandering. That's just what it is for a whole hour. You
But
know,
that ain't content.
that's what I did it for. I did it for the show. Like you just said it. I'm
Yo,
not
listen,
giving
you
niggas
come up
no
here to do
content.
listen, you come up here to do content and make money,
Yeah,
not to
that's
play
a fact.
around.
That's a
Like,
fact.
like, like that's the case. You go. You got kids, right? If I want to play, I turn this shit off and play with my bitch, my wife right here, or my kids. When I turn on YouTube, I turn that on to make money. Me and Harlem, we sit in the back. I need an extra $100. My wife got to do this, like shit like that.
Yeah, so I mean, I definitely do that. You know what I mean? I definitely do that.
So you
I
got to take this more serious. You can't be wasting. Y'all niggas be wasting your time. And the only thing you doing just putting yourself in a hole with YouTube. Yo, we had a stop right now on YouTube that they knocking all you niggas out the way where you niggas can't even try to get in the algorithm. They getting y'all niggas out. Y'all niggas don't see it. They putting a ban on you niggas
Oh, I see it.
because what they
Y'all
want
niggas-
y'all to do now, what they want y'all to do, all right, we can't get these niggas out of here like that. So we gonna keep them out the algorithm, and hopefully they just keep getting strikes, and they just keep striking each other till they just take your whole fucking page and get you out the way.
See, that's one good thing.
Or they wait for y'all to get the big platforms to get mad at y'all because it's easier for us to take y'all platforms.
Yeah. Well, I could say at least, I stay away from that. That's one thing I could say that I did good. I stayed out the way when niggas, trying to strike a nigga page and all that. I keep it clean. You know what I mean? I keep my commercials right. Like I gotta get all that
Nah,
commercial.
I see you. I see
Yeah,
you got your commercials and
yeah,
all that. So you doing it right. But what's the sense of having commercials and you just playing around with content? There's too
yeah,
much content out there for you to be sitting here talking about some other shit. While you could be in somebody else's algorithm and making and getting their viewers. That's
yeah,
a fact.
yeah.
I
That's
was
a whole
supposed to
fact.
go on, right? I was supposed to pop on just now. I didn't feel it. And if I don't feel it, I felt it all day to go on. We supposed to have a big show today,
Mm-hmm.
but I didn't feel it. So I'm not going on. If I
Right.
don't feel it, I don't give a fuck how Harlem mad right now. The other people who supposed to have been part of the big show, it doesn't matter. I was working hard at work, came home, I'm tired, I don't want to do it. I'm not gonna be the who I am. You know what I'm saying? When that lights cameras is on. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm not jumping on YouTube just cause No, I'm not doing that. I gotta feel and I gotta entertain.
Yeah, you got to put on facts.
I gotta put on.
That's a fact.
I could have just been on just now, fighting my way through the fucking show, tired and bored. You know what I'm saying? I'm not in the mood.
Right.
Nah, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, it definitely be like that. I seen your joint earlier about with the Star Brim joint.
Yeah, like when I'm bored, like when I'm chilling. And I'm gonna tell you something. Get into that. If you ain't little 10 minutes drops, that brings more followers than this shit.
Yeah, I gotta learn how to upload, man.
Yeah, 10 minutes. That's easy. Google it. We
Yeah, that's
learn everything from Google, nigga.
that's a fact. That's a fact. Word the bubble. That's a fact. I'm gonna definitely Google, and I did it already too. That's my word. I just was like, when the time come, I'm thinking, the live, but I've been chopping it up with some people. They like, yeah, you got, the uploads is gonna get you, what I mean, your views and your subs, man.
Yeah,
More
uploads.
live.
Listen, you get lower. See, uploads, you get lower views at the beginning, after years, and after you start, they get used to you. But the lower views bring in the more money because
Right.
they know it's more creative. When you on lives, you bring in money, but you get money from, what I'm saying, from people
Yeah.
donating, and
Yeah.
you get a little money from the live itself if you could get it all green. You know what
Right.
I'm
Yeah.
saying?
All my shit in green. But you just said something right though, because I get more money, right, for less views from a show than I get. Like my biggest show, I got 2 point something. I got less money for that show than I got for a show that I only got like
Yeah.
400 views.
Just picture you like find some content, and I do that with my wife now. She got her page. So what we do, she vibe off of that with her own perception on how she see it. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? I don't tell her how you gotta say it. No, you say it the way that's your page, you say it. And her views is snatching other than 050. She got her own little society
Her
on her
follow-
page.
Yeah, yeah, her own following.
Home little following. Cause she's doing drops. Only thing 10 minutes, you can't stand there and talk about something for 10 minutes.
Right. And you keep their attention for that whole 10 minutes instead of
Yeah,
doing.
the whole 10 minutes. People gonna watch a whole 10 minutes before they watch a whole 2 hours.
Right. That's a whole fact.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why you get all your money
Yeah,
with the
because I
with
ain't
the
even gonna.
10 minutes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then there's other shit that y'all, so a lot of people don't know how to put their commercials in. Some people let YouTube put, no, you gotta know how to put your commercials. Why you think when we on, you see mad commercials?
Yeah, that's what
We
I did for my joint. Yeah, I ain't let YouTube did. I went and did my shit manually. So my shit
yeah,
be, and I be having
basically.
a mad long. Yo, I got a question though. Like when I do that, because I thought that would have might have been a problem. If when because I select all my joints to be long. You know what I mean? So if I get my joints and they long, would they do they count that as views?
What you mean?
Like if I get a commercial, that joint be like 2 minutes long.
Man, you
That go
put it
on
on
watch.
aggressive. You put it on aggressive where they gotta see it. It doesn't matter how long it is.
No, I'm saying I did that already, but what I'm saying is, do YouTube consider that as watch time?
Yeah, all that's watch time, everything.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. Yeah. Oh
Everything.
yeah, that's what I do, man. My joint be, yo, I be going back watching my joint sometime, my nigga. I just be like, yo, you
Yeah,
know what?
but you got it's mad shit in the background that a lot of y'all don't know about. You got to know your tags. You got to go through like what's the hottest tags to put this month. See, a lot of like there's platforms that drop. Matter of fact, I think he ain't just talk real talk. He do a lot of drops, but it's something that he ain't doing, which I could talk to him if you want. It's something he ain't doing that ain't pushing him in the algorithm.
Right.
It's either YouTube is banning you or it's tags in the back end. Cause that nigga makes some good. I'll be like, how
Yeah,
the fuck?
fact. Yeah, yeah. Just so always doing. I always tell them, yo, keep winning, man. That's the only way you could do
But
it,
he
man. You
ain't the
gotta
only
keep winning.
platform. It's a couple of platforms that's like that. That means is either YouTube got a ban on you, they ain't letting you in the algorithm, or
Shit.
it's things in your studio that you probably don't know about.
Yeah, there's a lot, man, that I don't know. I'm trying to get somebody now, man, who will master the analytics for me. That's what
Yeah,
I'm doing.
we
I've been trying to
master that
dig,
shit. You know,
yeah, I've been trying to dig it. Yeah,
the machine got that shit down pat. You know, he mastered that shit.
I've been trying to do get a little nigga that's all he want to do is computer and get ahead and just dig into them
Yeah,
analytics.
computer geeks, man.
Yeah,
That's what platinum is. That nigga a computer geek. That nigga know everything about that shit.
yeah. I bumped into one, but he know how to build the towers. Like he one of them that know how to build a computer. Like, you know what I mean? Like build his own tower and all
He
that. So
said he put too many. Now I just put my own no matter what I'm talking about. You see, that's the problem. You ain't supposed to just put your own if your own ain't in the algorithm.
yeah,
So that's moving backwards. Why would I tag myself if I'm trying to go in other people's algorithms?
yeah,
You, you know what I'm saying? Now, if you already a big now, I could do it right now with 050. I could tag myself because 050 is already in the algorithm. They're
yeah,
gonna come. But if you were a smaller platform and you just tagging yourself, you ain't going nowhere. Only people who gonna see you is the people who's from your platform. You know, you gotta tag. And another thing that consists with it, it gotta be like a lot of people descriptions and everything. These descriptions just be fucked up. You know what I'm
I
saying? If you
learned
talking
that.
about Hassan, you talking about Hassan, but you ain't saying no names on your description. You saying let's go or let's like shit just be crazy with
Yeah,
no tags.
I be learning that too, man. Like what I just added to my arsenal is my guy put me in because I told him I'm about to drop that merch, that SOL merch. So he was like, yo, man, he's like, yo, every time you touch that screen and you go live, whatever you got on, you mention them in your description. You know what I'm saying? Like you mention them and you tag them. So I know whatever I got on, I'm like
He
Nike.
said he
I
said
tag.
he hit. He said that's how he got. Nah, you might hit once or twice. You might hit. The thing is to keep hitting, man.
Yeah, you got to stay on it.
You gotta stay hitting. You might hit once or twice. YouTube will let you hit once or twice a month. If you know they gonna let you.
Yeah, you definitely got to stay on it. But he doing, one thing I like, like I said about I like how Zip did what he did. You know what I mean? When you build yourself in an algorithm, you could do that. Jump from, you know what I mean? That's like your shit about to go crazy, that Brimland joint. Once you put
Nah, cause
your
Zip,
all
how
in all,
Zip got his shit up, cause Zip got hit, his page got hit, and he shut it down. So you gotta realize when you already a face and your shit is that's like 050 right now. They shut it down. And I just go crazy on Brimland. Everybody gonna venture over there. The
yeah,
coke
fact,
gonna
fact,
come over there. So that's what happened to Zip. Everybody thought his page was just completely shut down, like he wasn't able, and he just went live on that page, and that shit just hit, which was a
fact.
smart move. That was a
Yeah,
smart move.
yeah. It
You
definitely
know what I'm
was.
saying?
It definitely was.
But you see what he doing? He doing drop, and I told the nigga to start doing drops, and he
Yeah,
making it happen.
yeah, he made that. Just so definitely making it happen. Then once he really got out of when he took the the recap. I want to start that too, the recap joint. Hey yo, Just I don't know, man. We might gotta link up, man. Word, cause that like I think that's one of the joints I want to like try to tap into too, like just recapping certain content and then move on. Same thing with my sport page. I got a sport page too, UNT Sports. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna start brushing up. So when I start doing that, I can just go straight into recap mode. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's a fact, man. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean? Y'all already know, man. Go tune into the broski, China Brim, 050 be the movement. Y'all already know one for those dudes, Harlem Legend. Platinum Shine, aka the Machine, will be no 050 bucks. Y'all already know though. Hey, yo, China, good looking, man. Appreciate the pull up. I'm about to go get my child on, go play with
All
the.
right,
I
salute,
got a new
salute.
little one too. You know what I mean? So go play with my little one. You know what I mean? And you
That's
know,
right. Congratulations,
oh,
man.
you already know though, man. Appreciate the pull up, man. You already know from mine
You
and
already
yours.
know. All right, bro.
Copy. Do y'all have it? You know what I mean? That's uncut, man. You know what I mean? You know, and they wonder why. Great nourishment, man. You know what I mean? You got to gravitate to that. And yo, Monster Mo, Just Talk Real Talk. Please go like, share, subscribe to my guys, man. As y'all know, man, that convo just been about him. He doing his thing. You know what I mean? He up next to bat. I think everybody hit that thing out the park, man. You know what I mean? So go like, share, subscribe to my guys at Just Talk Real Talk podcast. DBN salute. Y'all already know. It's still go. Get him over there, man. Holla at the Rico squad, man. Y'all already know though, man. See them at the top. We gonna do what we gonna do. All we know how to do. And that's when. It's your boy 050 Bucks. aka Mr. Shoot Right Back. Wow.